Hello my sweets, welcome back to Beauty Meets DIY. This is Helen. Thank you so much for watching. So today I bring to you a 3-in-1 Dollar Tree DIY. You're going to be needing one of these clear baskets from the Dollar Tree. They have them around this time, back to school season, and you're going to need some of these variety in size large acrylic gems that you can find at Hobby Lobby or any Michael's craft store. You can find those there. So what you're going to do next is that you are going to glue your acrylic diamonds, and you want to position them in a way that works best for you. In other words, you don't want them to overlap each other where they're too close together. So as you can see here, I'm using a variety in sizes. And I do recommend that you use your E6000 or your Gorilla strong glue because the hot glue alone is not going to keep these in place, guys. So I can't emphasize it enough. This is what it's looking like so far. As you can see, I'm using large acrylic diamonds, but different shapes and different sizes. And I'm going to cover just 3 sides of our box. And I'll let you know why I'm doing that as we go along. So again, I'm only going to do 3 sides for now, but you're going to reinforce this inside with more glue as well. And this is what it's looking like so far. Now I am grabbing the Dollar Tree smaller acrylic diamond gems that they usually carry, and my pony bead. I have showed you how to use this pony bead in my previous videos before. You can find these at the craft section at Walmart, and you can also find them at any beauty supply store. I'm using the clear ones, and what this does is that it helps your acrylic diamond gem stand up straight in any flat surface that you adhere it to. So this is a little trick that I love to use. So basically what I'm doing here is that I'm lining the rim of our basket with these smaller, and that little connector piece that you see right there, I'm just going to glue on a diamond gem without the pony bead, and that will give it a kind of like a 3D effect, if that makes sense. I'm going to glue it on there, and that's usually the little connector because these baskets do connect with one another. So as you can see here, the basket doesn't have any more holes where I can poke, glue in diamond gems. So I decided to just place some of the ones with the pony beads just to fill in the space. Now later on in the video, you will see that little gap there where you put your hands in to hold the basket, I didn't fill that in. I regret doing that. I would have wanted to fill in that little space with some diamond gems, so you can do that. Here I just trimmed everything off with some diamond wrap, and I left again the back without the diamonds because I need the back to be flat, because that's where how we're going to adhere it to the wall. So with those holes back there is how we're going to put it up in the wall later on. So these are those pop-up lights from the Dollar Tree, and you can go ahead and glue these on top of the basket or on one of the sides like I'm going to do. Just remember that when you glue them on, you don't glue them shut together because you want to be able to change your batteries. So here I'm just showing you that I'm using some command strips. I've showed you how to use this in my previous videos. One end you're going to stick it onto the light, and then the other end, the other side, you're going to glue it onto your surface. And you'll still be able, like I said, you'll still be able to replace your batteries. Here I'm using these Hobby Lobby teardrop gems, as I call them. I found them maybe like 2 years ago, and these strands that I will link down below for you guys that you can get at Amazon. So I'm going to connect the strand to one of the teardrop gems, just like you see here. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that to the top of, or in this case it's really the bottom of the basket, but it's upside down. And you're going to find your center point, and with this basket it's very easy to find where the center is because it has that little, I'll show you what I mean. If you look closely inside when I'm about to glue it, there's like that little center there that it serves as a guide. So again, for this part, I would use your strongest glue, your E6000 or my Gorilla Glue as I'm showing here. Like I said, for the video, I'm just using the hot glue, but I do not recommend it. So you see that little dot there? That would be your guiding point right there. And you can make this strand as long or as short as you like. Now I'm grabbing 2 more of the teardrop gems and I'm going to glue 2 of them to the front of the basket. You can glue them in each corner, but for me I'm gluing them to the front. To hang this piece, I'm going to use these little hooks. I don't know if you've seen them before. I know you can find them at Walmart or at Home Depot, but basically it's kind of hard to explain. I'll do my best, but I will show you in the next clip coming up. Basically, the hook part right there is what is going to be sticking out from the wall. That's what's going to hold your basket in place, and the rest of that hook has to go inside the wall, if that makes sense. And I recommend you placing 2 or 3. If you don't want to do this, you can use fasteners on the wall and then use some long screws. So as you can see here, I'm just kind of showing you a quick demo of how you do this. You want to knock on your wall if you don't have a stud finder. The part of the wall that's very solid usually means that there's a stud behind there, so you do not want to poke that through a stud. You want to keep knocking on the wall until you sense a hollow part of the wall, and that's where you want to poke that thing in so it goes in easily, and it should look like this. You're only going to need the little hook part, and then you want to measure across to see where you're going to place the other 2. And I'll show you a little clip of what that looks like underneath in a minute, but this is what it's looking like, the end result. I think it's beautiful. I love the fact that the basket is clear and the light gets to shine through even more. And if you look a little closely, I have my lights there, and coming up, see if you see the little hook there, that's what's holding it up. I'm using 1 for the video, but like I said, I would recommend 2 or 3 or using screws. But yeah, this kind of reminds me of those sconces where you have the real little string where you pull on it and it turns on the light, if you know what I mean. This obviously it's an illusion. You can definitely use a real light for this if you want to create that behind the wall or something like that, but for now I'm using the push lights, or you can actually get the remote operated battery operated remote push lights. That way you don't have to manually go back and forth and turn on and off the lights, but I think it turned out really pretty. For our second look, we're actually creating some kind of like a light fixture, a chandelier that you can put over a dining table, and I did go ahead and remove the long strand that I had in the middle, and I am now replacing 2 more of the teardrop gems, so in total you'll have 4. And again, I'm just gluing it on with my hot glue, but again, you want to use your strongest glue, and so you would place 1 for each corner. And of course, the back of the basket, you want to go ahead and complete with all your diamonds, because like I said, I just covered 3 sides of the baskets, but for this chandelier purpose, you want to go ahead and cover all 4 sides. And I'm using these little book rings and the acrylic strands that I just showed you to hang this piece. So I took 3 of the acrylic strands, joined them together with the clip, and now I'm going to use the clip to adhere it to the basket so that we can go ahead and hang it on a hook on your ceiling, or however which way you want to do it. I'm just giving you guys some ideas and inspiration so that you can get ideas from here, and then you can give it your own personal touch on how you want to do it. If you're enjoying this video so far, you guys, really I would appreciate if you give me a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know which one you're liking so far, if you recreate this, and yeah. So this is what it's how I'm able to hang this now, and I happen to have a hook in the ceiling, and so I took 1 ring on top, and that's how I'm suspending it from the ceiling here. I think it's so pretty. I do have it in a corner here in my living room. I think it looks really nice. You can put this in a bedroom, or like I said, over your dining table. You can create more than 1. And again, it would be great to have the remote control lights, and I think it's just really pretty. Let me know what your thoughts are. For our last look, I am creating a lighted flower box, and so what I did was that I got rid of all the teardrop and the middle strand, obviously, and now I'm using the large acrylic diamonds to serve as feet for my basket. So I am again applying for one in each corner so they can serve as feet, like I said. And this is what's going to create my lighted flower box. And I went ahead and again, it's all been trimmed with the diamond wrap. And this is what it's looking like. I think it's beautiful. This is a little flower arrangement that me and my mom made. But you can definitely put any type of flower that you like inside. I think this will look absolutely beautiful with roses. You can definitely place a foam block inside, but you want to leave room to be able to put in your lights, because obviously this is what makes it, is the fact that this box is lighted. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you very soon on the next one. Bye everyone.